Hello students and welcome to the second chapter of class 6, that is sorting materials into groups. So let us begin. There are several objects around us. The variety of objects around us, they have different shapes, colors and therefore different uses. But all the materials that we have are made up of one or more materials, like it can be wood, it can be liquid, plastic, it can be cotton, it can be soil, some type of metal or even glass. Now, what are the properties of materials? Before beginning to choose the type of material that we want, we should know what are the properties of the material so that we know what it can be used for. Okay? For example, the appearance. Does the object shine or does it have a luster of its own? Then such materials can be used to make jewelry or other items. For example, copper, aluminium or even gold. Then hardness. Is the material hard or can it be stretched easily? Okay, so therefore materials can either be soft or they can be hard. The next property is solubility. Solubility means if we take the substance and try to dissolve it in water, does it mix with water or it doesn't mix with water? So for example, substances like sugar, when we mix with water, it completely dissolves to make a sugar solution, correct? But when we take, for example, sand and try to mix with water, the sand does not mix with water, correct? Okay. The other properties are, does the object float or does it sink? Some of the objects, they will sink to the bottom and other objects can float on the top of the surface of liquid. There is another very important factor and that is transparency. What does transparency means? Some objects from which light can easily pass, so we can see through that substance, those materials are called transparent. For example, a clear glass window pane, right? Again, some objects through which some amount of light can pass through and therefore we cannot see what is completely beyond that surface are called translucent, correct? This is an example of a translucent surface. The third type of object is opaque, through which no light can pass. If no light can pass through the substance, then the object which is through this material cannot be seen and such materials are called opaque materials. Again, we'll come to why grouping of materials is essential. So we group materials for our convenience so that it is easier for us to study them and to use them. For example, we keep the kitchen items together, we keep the garden objects together, and these are the transport materials, right? So dividing the materials makes it convenient to study their properties and observe any patterns in those properties. We have now come to the conclusion. So this is the summary of the chapter. The summary says objects around us are made up of large variety of materials. The material can be used to make several objects and one object can be made up of a single material or many different types of materials. And types of materials have different types of properties. Some are shiny, some are not, some are rough, some are very smooth. Other materials are hard and some are very soft. Another important quality that we studied is solubility, soluble in water or insoluble in water. Other important property of material is whether they are transparent or not, that is light passes through it, transparent, some amount of light passes through, translucent, or light does not pass through. For example, wood, those are opaque. So materials are grouped together on the basis of similarities and differences and things are grouped together for convenience and to study their properties. With this, we have come to the conclusion of this unit. Thank you for listening so far. If you liked the video, please like and follow for more. Thank you.